Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. Now, I swear my voice gets lower and lower every time I say that. By the end, it will just be the snakes and the dogs that can hear me. I thought we'd start today on the page of Przemysław Yamrog, or... forgive me, still don't know how to pronounce his surname because the first episode of the season hasn't gone out yet. But yeah, because... I think he's great. I do need to get some regen faces now from the face packs for some of these guys, so I will try to sort that out relatively soon if I can remember. But the main reason I wanted to... I can't even tell you the stat yet because it would spoil some stuff. Remind me! Not that that's going to make any difference. I will tell you a wonderful statistic about Yamrog, but I'll tell you that after the games I've shown you for off camera. So this was all a bit pointless, but at least you could see him. I just saw that Vukan Savicevic was playing for Wisła. More Srevenna goodies. Wow, I did not know. I noticed there was a player called Savicevic, but I did not make the connection that it was Vukan. That's a blast from the past. Wow, lovely old job. Holy God, that last match was madness. Brilliant end of the season. I can't wait for the first season. The top flight. Oh well, I mean, that last match was crazy with the goal being scored against us from their own half, and then Tobiasz scoring a 90th minute winner for us. That's certainly something I've not seen before. I think you might win the Polish top division faster than you won the top division with Denmark would be 67. I don't remember what division. How many years did it take us to win the top flight in Denmark, if you can remember? And also, we started in the 3rd tier in Denmark, not the 4th, so there's that as well. How far do you think you're going to save? 15 seasons, the processing will be ridiculous. Yeah, it will. So I do have a contingency plan for when the processing does start to get a little bit on the slow side. One of which is try to find a way to get another computer. I'm saving, so might be able to upgrade, and that might help us a little bit. But also, I might push the series to 6 days a week to allow a little bit more time for that sort of thing, so I won't have to slow down the progress. I would substitute that with some extra streams and stuff like that. So that's an idea as well, because otherwise we'd have to slow down too much, and I don't really want to do that, particularly when we get to the point where the league might be irrelevant. Apparently Polonia have hired Jean-Louis Chilever as a goalkeeping and set-piece coach, and has demanded that in his honour all goalkeepers must take all free kicks to pass on his legacy from the South American football into Poland. Well, it's a fine old tradition. Perhaps not going to be having our keepers take free kicks, but if we did find one that was actually genuinely good, or if we found another Martin Galfrascoli from Wimbledon, then I would be up for it. But I would have to adjust the set-piece strategies a little bit, so I'm going to sneeze, so we don't have to worry about conceding goals all the time, you know? But I would definitely be up for having a penalty taker goalkeeper. That'd be great if he is actually decent, because let's face it, no one's really doing that for us right now. Might have missed it in one of the early episodes, but were you still by other Polish players? So basically, I'm going to try to not do that. I think we might be able to be okay with just using our youth academy, and some of the rules might well be okay if the players were trained in Poland for a long enough time. And I don't believe they actually have to be Polish, just trained in Poland. And that could be doable if we get them young enough, which is what we're planning on doing. So I think we should be okay on that one. I'm going to try and avoid it so that the other teams keep their best players, because as you've seen, they've actually done pretty well in Europe without us, and I don't want to really be raiding them, but I couldn't resist old Yamrogi. Right then, we've had some games off camera. Oh, yes, we have. And we're back today for a match against... Who are we playing? Are we playing Wisła? I think we're playing Wisła. Things just go from better to better. They really, really did. A 1-0 victory at home to Lech Poznan. Pretty much maxed out the stadium. 7,100 fans in the stadium for this one. A Slavomir Chmiel goal. Now, this was a mess. He put the ball in, it was cleared away. The ball, I think, was hit back into the danger zone by Bochnak. It hit 2 different defenders, fell to Chmiel, and he was able to slide it home, or smash it home, rather, for 1-0, and that was able to do the job for us. Once again, Zavchukrai was sensational. Man of the match again. 5 key passes. If there's a game go by that he doesn't get 4 or 5 key passes, it's really a sad, sad day. We created a lot of chances in this match, like good quality ones, and possibly could have even had more goals. Really top performance. And another clean sheet. That was 4 in a row. But then the run finally did come to an end as we were away at Miedź, and it just did not happen for us. We were still pretty good on the night, I have to say. I think we probably deserved the win still, but we didn't get it, and it's not always going to happen. Lovely bit of work in the penalty area, playing the ball around off of a corner, taking it short, and then really just messing around with it. Eventually the ball comes back to Zavchukrai, and he's absolutely pinged one, bent one in the far corner to give us the lead. His first goal in the top flight, nice to see. I hope he gets 4 or 5 this year. I will be surprised if he doesn't, but unfortunately we conceded a free kick. It was right on the edge of the area, and I thought they were going to give a penalty, but then they gave a free kick. I breathed a sigh of relief, and then they scored the free kick. Konrad Mekulik with the goal to make it 1-0. We finally conceded a goal in this one, but it was bound to come eventually. We've been on a really good run as of late, and we've really pulled ourselves up the league. And then we played Rakov at home, and we got right back to where we were before. Sensationally good in this one. Again, the number of chances we were creating has really taken an upward tick, and I don't really know why, but we were just fantastic in this one. Bochnak opened the scoring for us in the end. The ball was put across there. Zavchkrai's shot was initially saved. I think it was Zavchkrai. The ball came back to Bochnak, and he gave us an early-ish lead in the first half. Still a tight game, though, and Rakov are certainly no pushover. We were creating a lot, controlling the possession against a 4-4-2, and looking a lot better against them, too. And then in the second half, Slavomir Hmyl. This was Abdurazak Slawi-esque. Seriously, passed the ball to him in his own half, goes past a couple of players, keeps on driving, goes past one more. I think there's one more guy he goes past, and then a left-footed little dinked ball, spinning it into the far side of the net to make it 2-0. What a moment for Slavomir Hmyl. No, rightly so man of the match. Again, Zavchkrai was sensational in this match, and a 2-0 victory. We then did come back down to earth again at home against one of the sides that came up with us, Wisła Krakow, and it just wasn't really our day. We weren't particularly great on the night. Still created some good chances, though, and were the better side. Just couldn't quite fashion anything from the front line. Zavchkrai was still very good, but Birzalo and Kasalik were the main men in this one. Birzalo was man of the match. Yamrog had a pretty poor game in this one, but we still got the clean sheet, which is the main thing. Looking stronger defensively, but it would have been nice to just nick a goal and grab a win here. It would have been huge for us. But you can see that we've really picked up the form. And then, would you believe it, we actually won a cup game. We actually won the first game in the proper Polish Cup, which was nice. And 4-0 as well, with a hugely rotated side, was very nice to see against Rozhvoy. Took the lead early on through Sebastian Kobera. I think it was Konofal's header direct from a throw, saved by the goalkeeper, comes back to Kobera, and he was able to smash it home. We then added another one in the 6th minute with Jan Peltz. The ball was knocked in by Maslanka, goes near post, and there's 2-0 to Polonia. In the second half, later in the first half, in fact, Gora got the ball, slipped it into a very tight little channel, and there was Fijarczyk to smash home another one. That's his 3rd of the season. He has actually got a few goals for us this year. Really nice to see him scoring a few times this year. And then in the 90th minute, we added one more. I think it was actually Zuba that whipped one across, and there was Jan Peltz to add a 2nd of the night. Man of the match for Peltzy. Nice to see him getting some game time. Nice to see some of the youngsters getting some run-outs and just getting some football under their belts. And a 4-0 thumping. Also, brilliant news, our B team also won their first match in the tournament, and they've actually got an easier tie in the next round than we do, because we're playing Legia. So our B team might actually go further in the Polish Cup than the A team this season if things carry on. I might just set a load of players available for the B team if that happens. And after all that, amazingly, we are 5th in the league right now. We really have stepped it up. It's as simple as that. We've not lost since, we lost our first 2 matches, and we're unbeaten in our last 7 since then. We look really, really good. Lechia and Legia are completely dominant, although that being said, Lech Poznan's only defeat came to us. I've just noticed that, so they look pretty good too. It does appear that there's a 3-team breakaway at the top though, and I think that's kind of going to continue because they've got such huge money in those teams. And that's fine, we're not expecting that. I reckon that we've got a really good shot at maybe getting into the championship group though this year, if we play our cards right. Things are looking very, very nice for us at the moment. We just need to keep on going. As you can see, Sebastian Zavchkrai, 3rd highest average rating in the league. This guy is unbelievable. The fact that he's been able to do this in every single division we've played in is truly insane. Also, Neugebauer has 6 clean sheets in 9 games. Mwah, beautiful stuff. Oh yeah, and the stat I was going to say, Yamrog. Yamrog has started 6 league games for us. He missed the first 2 of the season, and he also missed one due to international duty or something later, or suspension. I don't know what it was. It was the game against Miedź. He missed that game. Every single game that Yamrog has started and played in, we have not conceded a goal in. He has yet to concede a goal when he's been in our first team, actually starting a match. That is ridiculous. He's played 6 times and we've got clean sheets in every single game he's started in. He didn't even play that well the last time, but he just seems to have that wonderful ability to keep a clean sheet for us. So hopefully he can continue that this year, because that is one hell of a statistic. I'm sure he's not the only one, but it's definitely noticeable. But today, we're playing away at Wisła Płock, which is a fun one. Lech have won away at Swask, which would explain why they've slipped slightly further down. Cracovia starting to come back up a little bit now. So yeah, we've got some other games. Oh, they're all going at the same time as us today. So players out. Pachiket is out, Zayac is out, and unfortunately Sauček, who's actually done okay this season since coming back to the club. I've been pretty pleased with him. Right, let's get into this. They're the favourites despite being further down the league. So obviously we're going to massively shuffle this around because this was the team from the cup game. Who do we want actually in this first team? Literally nobody's really overperformed in this right wing slot at the moment so far. I might even try Janusz Zaborowski in there today. And in all honesty, I'm tempted to put Fijarczyk in. He's just looked a little bit better than the Ferret. I don't think the Ferret's even scored a goal for us this year. I think that's the first team we're going to go with. So Hmyl, Bochnak, Fijarczyk, Zaborowski, Zavchkrai, Gorka, Yamrog, Kasalik, Birzalo, Kokoschka, and Neugebauer on the bench. We'll sort that too. Malak, Koczyniewski, Peltz, Ferret, Konofal, Zuba, and Gora. That's fine. What system are they playing? Okay, that's fine. We're usually all right against this type of style. There we go. Right. They don't look particularly in good shape at the moment either too, which is interestingly. Ironically, the right wing spot was one of the strongest positions we looked at last year. And this year, nobody's really stuck a claim to it, really. Definitely something we're going to have to look at. I might even do a season midway analysis of that one particular role and just kind of see who's performing the best and give them some game time for the second half of the season. That's probably my best idea for this. We know what we're capable of. We're unbeaten in 7 matches now, which is pretty damn sensational. I still feel like it might be a bit of a tough one for us to actually get in the championship group once the form drops off. But I'm pleased with it so far. Other news, towards the end of the transfer window, Lechia bid £400,000 for a goalkeeper of ours that I'd completely forgotten even existed. I think his name was Vatrinsky. I think he came through the youth academy a couple of years ago. He's 5-star rated. But yeah, they bid 400k for him. So that suggests to me he might have something quite good about him. Vyarchuk, lovely look. Can he dig one out? No, he can't. Well blocked by the defenders there. But yeah, so we've obviously got some talent in this squad if they're bidding 400 grand for our players. I know they've got big money because of the Champions League funds, but still, that's a lot. Something else which I did not know was a thing. Our under-19 squad are playing in like the UEFA Champions League under-19s thing. And I didn't think you got into that unless your team was in the Champions League. Sully, good save from Neugebauer. But I believe that us winning our league allows us to go into like the qualifying stages for it or something. And as a result of that, we have actually got through a couple of rounds. I can't remember what round we're in. I think we won 3-2 away at someone really quite decent. So our under-19s might actually be able to have a crack at the under-19 Champions League. Oh, God. Oh, well played. This have started pretty strongly here, and Neugebauer's been called into action a few times. It's actually quite nice work. Vyarchuk. Ooh, everybody's all over the shop here. Camille's going all the way through, and he's bent one over the bar. I really, really do like Arkadiusz Gorka, though. He just looks a lot better in that position. Yamrog having a little run through. Can he pick a pass out? He does. Camille! Oh, good ball. Much better. Yeah, I'm going to go and turn that off and then turn the Be More Expressive on. I feel like it just gives us a little extra in some of these games. Oh, Bijalo does well. Kokoschka. Oh, Camille's forward, though. Bochnak is going to shoot, you feel. No, goes for Gorka. Savchikrai. Vyarchuk. Oh, bends one round the post. We could have done with that hitting the target at least. Vyarchuk to take a free kick. He's not bad from free kick. Oh, he scored! Wojciech Vyarchuk with the goal. He's not bad from free kicks, I say, as he smashes one in on the stroke of half time that could potentially send us up into 4th in the league. This is a really nice free kick from the youngster. Actually, to be fair, the goalkeeper should be saving that. 4th goal of the year for the youngster. I'm really proud of him. He's had a really good season so far this year. He didn't look good when he came off the bench a lot last year, but getting some starts this season, I'm really liking the way he's progressing as a player. And he's being wanted by big clubs now, and that suggests a lot to me. Right, we've got the lead. That's all we wanted right now. 1-0 up away at Wisła. Come on! I'm a huge fan of that first half performance. We really do just need to try and keep it tight for the rest of this game. The possession's ours. We've got a goal to hang on to, albeit with a free kick, but sometimes you just got to make use of that. You know, we were very good, particularly in that game we won 6-0 with setting up the set pieces and whatnot. Now we just need a solid defensive performance. This is where Yamrog and the back, well, our back four really, are going to need to really stand up and be counted. And I think they've got what it takes, particularly with Gorka in there too. Imagine if Yamrog got a 7th consecutive clean sheet since joining the club. Can he dig a cross out? He can. Camille. Bochnak. Saved. Oh, what a chance. That really should have been a goal. Keep it tight, guys. Vyarchuk, that's a really nice ball. Camille, can he whip it across this one? He does. Zaborowski. Camille! Oh, God, he's at the post! Oh, God, how has that not gone in? We're very much looking like the second goal is more likely. Vyarchuk's really got the bit between his teeth now. Digs out another one. Camille! Saved! No, on the backup, he can't get it in on the rebound either. God, Camille really should have put some of these away. We've won it. Here we go. Here we go. Zuba's through. Darius Zuba to finish things off for us. What a save from the goalkeeper again. We really should have had a second goal here. If we don't win this match, it'll be because of our inability to take chances. He's dispossessed, but there's only a few seconds left here. And there we go, we've managed to grab another win away from home this time at Wisła. Vyarchuk's goal proves to be the match winner. Man of the match, that might be the kid's first ever man of the match. Is he 17 or 18 now? He's 18 years old, but I'm a huge fan of this guy. 14 free kicks, and it is really showing. 3.5 stars now in this team. I'm a great balance too. I think this guy's got a relatively good career ahead of him for us, frankly. He's up there now as being one of the joint best players in that role, and I think he's deserved his opportunity, frankly. But what a moment that is. Up into 4th place. We're only 4 points off the top. Sure, we're lagging behind the other teams a little bit, but it's another clean sheet. 7 clean sheets in 10. And Yamrog has still not conceded a goal while being in the team. Second best player on the pitch for us tonight. What an absolute legend he is. Brilliant stuff. Quick down to the finances too. This is a very pleasant thing. This has been going steadily up in the right direction, which is very, very nice. So the projections, as you can see, we're projected to have a lot more money coming in very soon, which is very, very nice indeed. Just looking at the staff situation too, as you can see, way more scouts now. We're definitely improving on that side of things. That's helping us tremendously. The scouting range being increased as well is definitely going to help. Going to be able to start scouting some other youth intakes and prepare to turn on some other leagues. So prepare for the slowdown. Not looking too bad in a lot of these areas, in all honesty. We're getting there. I'm going to slowly start filtering out some of the worst scouts from before when their contracts expire and bringing through some better ones. That's definitely something I'm going to do. But no rush for it just yet. Well, we kind of have to, don't we? We have to come back and do the Legia game. It would make no sense. Depending on how long the episode goes, I might do Arca as well on the end of it. We'll see. Because we've got a couple of games off camera. We've got Swask. We've got Legia again in the cup. We've also got Lechia in there too. And they're not too great. So that would be 4 games off camera. We'll come back for Legia. But depending on the timing, we might do a double live comment that one too. But we have to do the derby. Because I want revenge. I want to go into that match being able to sort of damage them in some way. We're at home. Be good to try and really pull something off now that we've got a bit of confidence back in the team. We'll have to really, really see. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, have. This feels like it might be a bit of a shorter one, so I apologize for that. Then drop a like on the video, that'd be dope. And if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, that would be awesome as well. And I'll join you guys in the next episode for the Warszawa derby against Legia. Hopefully we can get a better result against them than we did in the first game. But that was really just down to Comrade Kastelik. If he doesn't make those 2 horrendous errors, we get a 0-0 draw there. But we still didn't look that great. Hopefully we can dig something out in this one and be a little bit better. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.